What's up, y'all? This is Home. This is Smooth with Homeroom. I promise I can't do intros. I can't. But anyway, um, I'm here to talk about Last of Us. All right, and more specifically, episode 6. Okay, episode 6 and how it compares to the game, because although I really like, I'm gonna get this out the way up front. Spoiler warning. Whatever. The way the things at the end were executed and versus how they happen in the game, like there was no amping up of the climax. Like it didn't get climatically higher and then all of a sudden drop, you know what I'm saying? And then they drop the hammer on you. Like, no, that's not what happened. Although they nailed some of the other scenes, they didn't nail how it was executed in the game. And I know they're trying not to whatever, but really, you know what I'm saying, like they I don't know, like they're going for something different, but it just didn't work out. So let me just start fresh with the episode, right? Okay, Maria, great character, well done. The scene where Ellie learns about Joel's daughter dying. Excuse me, he didn't have daughters. Daughter one, Sarah dying, was well executed. Yeah, their interactions were well done. Tommy and Joel's interactions, that was like peak. That was peak. That was good. They nailed the scene. I'm a bit sad that they didn't do the dam stuff that you see earlier in the game. Like they didn't do like anything at the dam. Like they didn't have you deal with the raiders at the dam. They didn't have you like you know what I'm saying? And that's how you're kind of introduced to people, is by helping them with the raiders. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in that because I really wanted the dam scene. I really did from the game. So I'm disappointed there. Yeah, there was a lot that they could have done with that. I'm a bit disappointed in how they handled the their initial interaction with the people, with Maria's people, with the people of Jackson. That's the name of the town, but the people of Jackson was a bit discouraging as well. I wasn't feeling it. Like it just didn't seem right, because how they met them was through helping them with a raid that was against them at the dam. That's how they met them. And yeah, and then they built this whole like city, which is cool. Well, they already had this whole city, whole settlement kind of thing going on. I'm trying to think what else was cool. I liked the Joel and Ellie scene, telling her, you know what I'm saying, you don't know anything about loss. Well executed, well done, great scene. I'm really just stuck on the fact that the scene at the end there. So they go to Colorado University. I gave y'all enough time to try and get off of here if you ain't watched the episode. So whatever, fuck you. So listen, we are there. They went to Colorado University to find the Fireflies, right? They get there to get the Fireflies. You know, get to the Fireflies, and they run into the monkeys. Now, you do run into the monkeys in the game, which is really cool. They just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough interaction with the monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a little bit of a like. It was a little bit of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of going around. You know what I'm saying? Exploring the whole university. You know what I'm saying? Finding out different things. Everything seemed a bit too convenient, and was a bit. I felt like they rushed through the university. Yeah, they rushed through the university, and I feel like they could have properly like paced that a bit slower, because I was looking the whole time. I'm looking at the episode time. Like as soon as I get to the episode, I'm like, how are y'all gonna execute this scene in so little time? Like, are y'all gonna be up in the ante that fast? So what happens in the show is they just see four guys. That's it. It's just four guys They don't even have guns. It's 4 guys, no guns. They can take them. Like, why y'all scared? Shoot their ass and be done. You know what I'm saying? You're Joel. She's Ellie. Y'all can take them. Easy. Easy. They were cake. Them dudes were cake. The problem is, the way that Joel ends up getting stabbed is like the dude like shanks him with like this wooden thing. But instead, what happened was, Joel got into you know what I'm saying, fighting the things, and then one of the monkeys it comes back around to the monkeys, like kind of like jumped at him or something, and like he ends up falling back through the glass, and then he lands on a pole, and it impales him like through. It impales him like through. So he's like impaled, you know what I'm saying, with this thing sticking out of him. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then he strips himself off of there, and then Ellie is able to help him get on the horse. And then once he's on the horse, he then you know what I'm saying, they didn't leave. But in the show, like they had a whole fight with the guys in the game, and it was more than 4 guys. Like it was a whole raiding party almost. Like they were putting in work in the game, and that's one thing I'm a bit saddened by, like story wise, is the lack of action, because this game had a lot of action in it. Like, give us this intensity. Give us the intensity. You know what I'm saying? Give us what we expected from the game. But I mean, it's not even like the acting is subpar. It's just the direction is like terrible. But I mean, they have a chance to redeem themselves. Now this is where I get into heavy spoilers. But I will say, it's just that to be clear, they didn't do enough with the gang. They should have fought them more. Like they should have been taking them out, and then it amounts to, you know what I'm saying, this major thing. Like they fall, you know what I'm saying, they fall through. I mean, well, not they both. Excuse me, but Joel does. Okay, Joel ends up falling through. I think that the real kicker and the real problem is gonna come with next episode. But next episode is fine, because it's kind of like, it's a flashback for Ellie. It's a flashback for Ellie, and it's basically the extra DLC that they gave us. But that's all of episode 7 is that extra DLC, and that episode's probably gonna be fire. Okay, but I don't think they're going to execute it the same way that it was executed in the game, because in the game you end up fighting some dudes and infected. You know, you fight some dudes, you fight infected, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be the infected, and they're gonna try and like really highlight the relationship that Ellie had with this other girl. I don't know. This is the first episode that didn't hit for me. Like it was great acting, great pacing up until the end. The end was a letdown. So this is the first one that wasn't like a banger. Like every other episode has been a 10 out of 10. And I knew Neil Druckmann, I knew you couldn't do it. You couldn't deliver 10 out of 10 every episode. So this episode's like an 8 or a 7 out of 10 for somebody that's played the game. If you haven't played the game, you can be like, oh, okay, cool. But I mean, if you haven't played the game, but you know cinema, you're gonna be a bit disappointed, because you're gonna look at those 4 guys and go, they ain't even got guns. Y'all, it's 2 people with guns. Y'all got pistols and a rifle. Y'all laying them down. Easy work. Y'all laying them down. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comment section down below. I personally feel like they could have did better. They really could have. Druckmann,